Hello out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you for coming and viewing my channel. Today I'm going to do another special video, and one of my, favorite sayings is, the more you know, the better off you are. Knowledge is king. And another one of my favorite sayings is, I wish I would have known what I know now then. So what I'm going to try to do, attempt today, is give a little more insight on the music business. And when I say music business, that's what I mean, the business aspect of it. Because most of us, we concentrate on the talent aspect, which is fine. You work on your craft as a rapper or a singer or a musician. But it's very important also to know the business aspect of the business that you're trying to become a part of. I've been a part of the music industry off and on for the past 30 plus years in the capacity of songwriter, musician, manager, producer, you name it, I've done it all. And what's really important is knowing the business aspect. And I'll give you a good example of that. The very first contract that I was given, the company that gave it to me, the record company, which I won't give out the name or mention the name, I'll just say this. At that particular time, Ice-T was on a label. He was the biggest selling artist on the label at the time. So I came in as a, writer for a rap group. It was these two guys that I knew from the neighborhood. They were pretty good rappers. I put the music to the raps and did the production. So we submitted it to them in the demo form on a Monday. And like Tuesday evening, I got a call from the guy that submitted it for me, another childhood friend. And he said, these guys are excited about signing you guys. They like what they heard. So we got excited and we went down there. Long story short, we were given a contract, and the contract was kind of hard to read, which is standard. They try to give you stuff to trip you up. So if you don't understand it, you just sign it. Hopefully that's what they're expecting. So we took this contract to a music attorney, which was very hard to find at that time in Chicago in the 80s, a music attorney. Wasn't in the yellow books or the yellow pages, so we called a couple of people that was a part of the industry already, and they gave us a couple of names. So we called the guy, came down, he read the contract, and he circled out 3 areas in the contract that we need to negotiate. And here is one that's really important. And this is basically the breakdown of that contract. If we made money if we made money with the company, the record company, and we took some of that money that we made from that venture and said, hey, I'm gonna open up me a Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise. Since I've made me some money here, I could take some of that money and make me some more money over here. According to the contract, any original money that's made and that's used to generate more money from another venture, they get a percentage of that. Meaning that if I open up my Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise, that money came from the original money, and they were entitled to a part of that, which was outrageous and just unbelievable. But they put that in the contract. There was another stipulation in the contract that they took out a large sum of money on us as far as insurance. And what I didn't know then, and I found out later, is sometimes you're worth more dead than alive. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, I'm not gonna go into the aspect of why that was done. But that's just an example of really read your contract. If you don't understand it, take it to a music attorney, because anything that you sign, a legal document, it becomes a legal document. And if you get screwed as a result of that, still, you signed it and it becomes legal. And you have to honor that contract. If you break it, they can sue you. So it's really important that you read a contract that you're given. Here is another example. You know, you sit at home, you're a young guy, you're inspired about what you see on TV, you're watching this music video, say, man, I want to become a rapper or a singer like that. You know, I want to have these lavish videos where these beautiful women are in it. I'm driving up in the Benz, I'm walking in slow motion, I'm looking cool. I want to do all that. Here's the thing with that. Once you sign on to be an artist, those videos that you see, they can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 or more. The Michael Jackson's Thriller video cost over $2 million, but Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. But here's the thing with the videos. The money that is spent on those videos is a loan to you. The record company will give you X amount of money to go into the recording studio to put together your your songs. They will allow you some money or give you some money to set up your videos and do your videos. It's a loan, and I stress it's a loan, meaning that once you start to sell your product, your CDs, that the money that they gave you up front was a loan and they expect that money back. So if your video costs 50 grand and your studio time costs you $50,000 to $75,000, all that money has to be paid back when you start to sell records. So you hope that you sell more records than what you are in debt. And here's the thing also, most artists, newcomers don't do it. What ends up happening, because you see a guy that comes on to the scene, he has a big hit, sells some good amount of records, and there's no second CD. And you ask yourself, what happened to that guy? I like the song that he put out. The video was cool, so where is he? This is where he's at. He didn't sell enough records or CDs to pay back the record company, and the record company will not let you put out another CD till you finish paying them off from the loan, from the videos, from the studio time. These are things that young, inspiring entertainers need to know, the business aspect of music. Because if you don't know that, or someone is not in your corner as far as an accountant or somebody kind of overseeing your career like your manager, you can get screwed really, really bad. The music industry is one of the most ruthless legal industries in the world. Trust me on this. So you want to be prepared business-wise, legal-wise, to know what you're getting into, because it could be a really bad situation. Because again, going back to the example about the rapper or the singer that sold the records, no second CD. In order for him to do the second CD, he has to pay the record company off from the advancements from the videos and for the studio time. And if you don't do that, you can't put out another record or CD. So you say to yourself, you're thinking, okay, well, I just go to another record company. You can't do that because you still got a contract with the original record company, and no one's going to buy your contract out until you most likely deal with the issues that you have with your original record company. There are some exceptions that the company can see the potential in you, and they will come in and clean up the mess, pay off your record company, and grab you and put you on board on their record company. But that's not the norm. The norm is you have to end up paying off what you've accumulated before you can move forward. So I think it's really important that you understand that there is a business aspect of the music, and you need to know that, because if you don't, they take advantage of you. Again, the music industry is one of the most ruthless industries in the world. Another example, and this is a sad example, the majority of the Motown legends, part people or part of like the Supremes, members of the Supremes, one person in the Supremes actually died on welfare. Now the Supremes sold millions of records and actually still selling millions of records. But back then, Berry Gordy was not paying a lot of royalties, and that was just the standard practice, not singling him out. But, that was just a part of the industry where they got the majority of the money. And, you have to be careful. Fortunately, there has been improvements in that era in the music industry, but even still, to this day, it's still a ruthless industry. You have to know the business aspect, and you have to really be, prepared to deal with those types of situations. And I'm going to wrap this video up because I can actually talk on this for like an hour or so. But anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to you to know the business aspect of the music business as well, because if not, you could be in a situation that might take a decade to clear out and be able to move forward in that industry. So if you have any comments, questions, leave them down there and I'll get back to you, see if I can do it to help you, because again, knowledge is king. If you know something ahead of time, you can head off the issues that it might cause from the fact of not knowing. So I thank you again for viewing my channel and my videos.